No. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Wait.
You now have 5 seconds to comply for...
I said everything is...
Wait.
The Nobodies head back to old Detroit in Robocop Rogue City. The streets are calling, and only the chromed out Sentinel of Justice can clean up the mean streets of this action light RPG. The post-capitalistic dystopia is alive and well, as Rogue City does an excellent job of recreating the same feeling and mood of the Robocop films.
Robocop. Who is he? What is he? Where does he come from? He is OCP's newest soldier in their revolutionary crime management program.
From the developers at Teon, while it may not be a full AAA title, this game is one of the games we've had the most fun with in 2023. Hello and welcome to the Inner Sanctum. My name is John Nobody, back to spit hot fire on this mic. You are the audience and we are the Nobodies of Gaming. Remember to like and subscribe to watch us dive into the back alleys of the video game industry and bear witness to the games that bring the biggest guns and the best chrome helmets. Tell us in the comments what you thought of Rogue City. We're dying to see some of you Robocop fans tell us if this was a faithful adaptation of the source material. Spoiler alert for Robocop Rogue City. You've been warned. Gather round a CRT monitor, children, and let us take you back to a time when the streets of old Detroit were riddled with extreme poverty and rampant gang violence. The OCP was draining the city of all its resources and spreading corruption to every corner of its government. The only voice ready to speak loudly was the hero of old Detroit, Robocop, aka Alex Murphy. The opening sequence begins with a hostage situation at Channel 9 News Studio, and the game wastes no time in introducing you to the action you'll be seeing plenty of all game long. The shooting is unquestionably going to be your bread and butter in this game, and then there are the investigative sections, and some of the choices made with some of the characters that will affect events in this game. And of course, the silly side quest that will only serve to give you a small XP bump and make for some hilarious moments.
I got something for you, officer. I know where you can find a wanted criminal. A poster over there says there's a reward for that information, and I want it.
I want details.
Are you blind? I'm the guy from that poster, so here I am. Now, give me the money.
You are made of stupid.
At the end of chapters, Murphy will have a sit down and have a psych evaluation that will further mold Murphy to whatever you feel Robocop should be, more man or machine. There's also the shooting range when you can go and test your proficiency with your Auto 9. With the Unreal Engine doing the heavy lifting with the visuals, Rogue City's elements come together beautifully and deliver a genuine and exciting dive into a beloved action franchise. The light RPG elements in Rogue City were unexpected but welcomed as you decided where to place your points in the opening hours of the game. Choosing either combat-related or passive environmental perks is a pretty hefty decision and will dictate how oppressive the criminal opposition will be. You'll also be diving into the seedy underbelly of old Detroit and some familiar stomping grounds.
Oh, crap! Give me back my money, you piece of shit!
Isn't this a school day?
The story of Rogue City is a standard Robocop affair, and canonically takes place after Robocop 2, but before Robocop 3. But we don't talk about Robocop 3. For obvious reasons. OCP is evil. Evil OCP exec makes deal with deranged criminals and gives them the means to neutralize Robocop. A tale as old as your parents, but it does the job and serves as a fine vehicle for the piece de resistance, the creme de la creme, the combat. Dead or alive, these criminals were coming with us, and I assure you, it was mostly dead. The combat for Robocop is the premier experience for Rogue City, and the developers' take on the Robocop experience was chef's kiss. Canonically, Robocop was often very immobile, but had the benefit of aimbot assistance against the criminal element of old Detroit. The developers at Teon knew that it might not land so well in a first-person shooter market, so they decided to give old Alex Murphy a couple of upgrades. We have front-facing shields, dash mechanics, bullet time reflexes, and recovery using OCP charges, and all of these things allow for a far more aggressive gunplay. These perks are available at your discretion in the attributes, and require planning and adjusting gameplay for those choices. Once you get around the halfway mark in the leveling, Robocop becomes a metachrome god on the battlefield. The weapon variety is on brand with the time period of the source material, and all of them will serve a tactical function in different situations. However, the star of Rogue City is undoubtedly the ED209. Hail to the king, baby! The ED209 is one of the most iconic weapons in movie history, and with good reason. It is an extremely effective weapon at nearly all ranges, has an extensive and generous ammo clip, and is as smooth as any weapon made by developers over at Bungie. Recognizing that the ED209 would see a copious amounts of use, it received its own separate upgrade system using PCB boards that allowed for the player to pick their favorite style in which to use the ED209. The chip system is actually pretty clever in its implementation, and adds an element of randomness as you seek to perfect the ED209. The chips can be found all over old Detroit, and in every chapter of the main story, and will definitely play a huge factor as you start to see armored mercenaries, robot drones, and the dreaded ED209.
Illegally parked on private property. You have 20 seconds to move your vehicle.
When you engage the ED209 in combat, the game finally turns up the heat, as the hulking mech means to turn you into scrap metal, and easily becomes the highlight of Rogue City. We gotta admit, it felt good taking down that beast. Putting all these elements together really lifts up the combat and the overall experience, and will certainly carry you for the 10 or so hours. The best thing by far is the visuals, aesthetics, and the gunplay coming together to give you the best Robocop experience on the market. When the ED209 gets to clapping, the applause don't stop. Thank you for joining us on the mean streets of Rogue City. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Nobodies of Gaming, so that we can defeat the post-capitalist dystopia that is the YouTube algorithm. Tell us what you thought of Rogue City in the comments. Remember, when you're patrolling the mean streets of old Detroit, nobody's watching.